This delicious recipe is called
If you support ICE, my immigrant recipe is not for you, so unfollow me. And this is how you make it. Traditionally, sticky rice is made in a basket and a steamer, but you gotta soak the rice overnight, and I didn't do that, so we're gonna be using a rice cooker. 1.5 cups of sweet glutinous rice.
In this household, we always wash our rice. So rinse this about 3 times until the water runs clear. And then add 2 cups of water to cook the rice.
And then see how your bowl gets wet at the bottom? Always wipe it down before you put it in the rice cooker. This will help preserve your rice cooker so that it lasts long. Then you just cook this at the white rice setting. While the rice is cooking, let's make the sauce. This is my favorite brand for coconut milk. I use it for everything. When I make kapun, curry, anything that needs coconut milk, I use this. To clarify, this is a lot different from like the
Regular
coconut milk. This is more like a coconut cream milk. It's a lot thicker. So be sure to shake this up real well before we warm it up. Add the entire can of coconut milk, half a cup of sugar, and you can do more or less based off of your preference. I find that half a cup of sugar to 1 can of coconut milk is just enough. And make sure it doesn't come to a boil because you don't want this to burn. You just need to heat this up until the sugar is dissolved, which won't take long at all. Once the sugar is dissolved, you're gonna add a little bit of salt. That little of salt will just enhance the flavor. Before we mix this with the rice, let's reserve 1 cup to make the sauce. Well, this actually yields a lot of rice, and I don't eat too much rice with my mango sticky rice. I actually don't eat too much rice in general, so I'm gonna reserve some rice for a different dish later on. It's a Lao dish, one of my childhood favorites, called kaoji. Now with the remaining rice, let's add the sauce. Fold into the rice, and then just make sure you're not overmixing. If you overmix, it can get a little mushy. Now let the rice absorb this cream while we make the glaze. Usually it's just the 1 cup that we reserved, but because I had extra cream since I took out some rice, we're just gonna use the remaining sauce. And you'll add a cornstarch slurry that's 1 part cornstarch and 2 parts water. As this heats, the sauce will thicken up. It's thickening up nice and slowly. Take your time because you don't want to burn anything. This is hands down my favorite dessert. And unfortunately, it was a hit or miss in Thailand. And I don't know if I'm biased because I make it pretty good, but I just wasn't feeling it. Some places were too salty. Some places weren't even sweet at all. Other places, like the glaze was just straight up coconut milk. No thickness, no sweetness. And I was like, But this is hands down the best recipe. You gotta make this. Cheers.